So let's see here.
Here. This is crazy, bro. She's doing the chick that's drunk at the club face. What is she doing here? This is the ratchet tongue. She's doing the ratchet tongue, bro. The ratchet tongue, man. Y'all don't remember when Cardi B was doing that fucking shit on Vine all the time? Yes, the ratchet tongue. Folks, we gotta do better, man. Like, this was something that kids would do. Like, her children. You feel me? Like, why are you guys up doing this type of stuff and you guys are supposed to be elected? She's supposed to be an elected official. Like an elected person, right? Or a person that works in the government. Shouldn't she be working with more maturity? Like, this is crazy, bro. But like I said, it's so many of y'all out there that saw this and was like, oh yeah, you go, girl. Not realizing how bad this makes us look when it comes to being like a politician and running the country and stuff like this. Like, when you have a mature mind and you're a leader and all of that stuff, you're not even thinking about doing no shit like this. You ain't got time for it, bro. What if Trump came out with some shit like this, bro? Oh my gosh, that would be crazy, bro. That would be crazy. But I'm done. I want to hear from y'all. Are you guys enthralled by this? Like, are you guys enthused, happy? You know, is this exciting for you? Is this awesome? You know, is this tea? Or I don't know what y'all call it nowadays, but is this something good to y'all? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or if I'm reaching. Please, the ins and outs.
You're not tripping, brother.
I agree with what he's saying. Imagine these being your elected officials. Like, no other demographic got their elected officials dancing and hooting and hollering.
Oh, has Jasmine Crockett got exposed all over X lately? It's been getting bad. So turns out, Jasmine, not even from the hood. Like she make it seem like.
Bro, you think a person from the hood is smart enough to go to law school and graduate?
Yes, brother.
Yeah. I'd say maybe 5% of them.
I think you might be delusional. It might be 0.5% of them, maybe 0.2, maybe 5. Anyway, yeah. Anyways, we ain't gonna. But I mean, hey, man, this is just another black politician acting like she black from the Democrat Party. We already know who did that.
She puts on this act, and I've said it before. When she talks smart and slow and articulate, I don't think she's that bad. But when she get to hooting and hollering and ooh.
We have a video where she turns it on and off. But like, why do they do that? Like her and Kamala did the same exact shit.
Kamala not even black. Well, the fact that she's black and she acts like that is what disturbs me. That's what pisses me off. I don't give a damn what Kamala do. Do whatever you want to.
She went to a school that had tuition. Wow. That is insane.
Tuition?
Yeah.
That's something you have to ask yourself too. Why, when you don't have to go through the things that most black people go through, you know, the struggle, some people would call it what is it? What do they call it? Something race. I'll get it. But why do we want to go through the struggle? And then for the ones who don't go through the struggle, that want to be pro-black or blackity black, like Jasmine Crockett, we then revert back to the things that we pretty much stayed away from. You're finna hear in just a second, you know, she went to a very, you know, expensive private school. It's not like she grew up in the hood. She didn't have to go through the struggles that other black people went through. But it seems like she uses that to get on the side of black people instead of using her intelligence to push the black community forward. So
yes,
private
$35,000 a year.
She cringes me so much. Jasmine Crockett just cringes me.
Hold on. She went to a private school with tuition.
Yes,
most private schools have tuition.
But not that private. If we want to be technical, you know, hey, you got more privilege than me.
I know what you're going to say, brother.
I'm not gonna lie. That's more than it costs for me to go to UL out of state tuition.
So she don't even know what it's really like.
I didn't even pay tuition, but that was more than what it was when I saw my tuition waiver go on there.
$35,000.
That's a lot of money.
Then we scream about oppression. You was able to have a school tuition,
bro. It seemed like a lot of people they got a lot of money. They the ones screaming oppression. You don't know the niggas are the problem.
She went to a private school, college, $55,000 a year.
I'm not gonna lie, but that happens.
Was she on scholarship though? Do we know?
I mean, look, I don't matter, bro. I'm gonna keep it. That happens a lot. A lot of people that are come up financially good. They trying to go back to their roots. Like I know a lot of people that grew up in predominantly white areas in the suburbs. Then they try to go to HBCUs and shit like that, just to they need trying to be with their people and shit like this. Oh, black people, they oppressed.
And it's crazy to me because my dad and mom wanted to get us out of the hood. They worked their hard earned. They put all their sweat and tears to get us out of the hood. And I'm so glad that they did. I'm glad that we didn't look backwards, that my mom and dad looked it forward to know that if we want our children to get the best opportunity or have the best opportunity to succeed, we have to get them in a better environment. And that is no knock on anybody, because it's the same in white communities too. There's poor white people who live in trailers and want to do better for themselves, and their mom and dad work hard and they get them out of those areas, get them into. I went to a magnet program. I had to take almost an hour bus ride every day. So 2 hours on the bus there and back to go to a school called Herndon Magnet, where you had to test into it. I didn't go to the local schools like Dunn and Bickham and Caddo Middle Magnet, all that stuff. Like, I didn't go to those schools. I went to a magnet program from pretty much my first grade all the way through the 8th grade. And that really changed my life. It showed me a lot about people. It's probably the reason I'm the way I am today. I had we were in a predominantly white high school, middle school, and elementary, but I never, and I could speak for myself only, I never experienced one single episode of racism. I never been called the N-word. I never had white friends who used the N-word around me or felt that it was okay to use the N-word around me. And we grew up in Louisiana in the Bible Belt, where I can see in the far distance in North Market where they were burning crosses. And we also had a whites-only barbershop in our city called Razors. And I think the barbershop is still there. I don't know if the whites only sign is still there. So I do not understand that. And it's funny that when you get a different outlook on life and you choose to live a better life, or you have conservative outputs, that then people want to call you Uncle Tom. I don't have to forget about slavery because I didn't go through slavery. Am I aware of my history? I am. But I can't let the past dictate my future. You can't look back and try to move forward. You're going to fall every time.
And they down, but nigga, you ain't never been in the hood. You don't know what niggas go through.
But to argue the counterpoint,
I don't even think you have to be from the hood to know what.
Yeah, they got probably family members.
You don't have to be from the hood. You still black.
I'm gonna keep it 100 though, bro. Y'all know how I grew up. I did not grow up in the hood. I grew up in a mixed family. Dad from Ghana. I went to private school and elementary school. And when I was older, I thought the same thing about black people, because that is what you're taught to think, though, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, if everybody who's black is telling you that the things that we talk about every day, it's a culture problem. That's why people who are not from the hood and do these things to act like they're from the hood, or not even that, but just go right, like all the things you were just saying. They do that because they feel like it makes them more black.
It gives them the approval of people. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I grew up in the hood till I was in like 3rd grade. We had bullet holes in my back window. Then we moved to the suburb, and I realized something. My houses that my friends in the hood had versus the houses that my friends had when I moved to the suburb, there was a night and day difference. And I remember when I started to get older, I started to make a decision. I said, what life do I want to have when I get older? This one or that one?
Simple.
And I just made a decision. I said, well, I know all that ghetto hood shit is going to give me that life, and the suburban shit is going to give me this life.
And it's just what we just talked about with Charleston White, right? It's so funny how we want to stay stuck and stagnant in the same systems that has shown us the result. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, is insanity. It's a clear definition of insanity. But that's what we would choose to continue to latch on to. And we feel like it's like a trophy or something we're winning. Like, why would you want to stay in the hood when you know that your parents and everybody worked hard to get you where you need to be? It just doesn't make sense. And now you guys are going to see, look at that Jasmine Crockett with that fresh wig in, or what you want to call a weave with a fresh perm laid to the side. That young lady right there, you can tell she was dressed, trying to learn and become part of a system. And then when she became part of a system, she changed up. She went backwards instead of forward, like she was moving.
Well, this is an easy choice for me. Shit,
the subculture,
easy choice for me.
Thomas Sowell, he summed the whole thing up.
It makes it really worse.
And she embraces the subculture, even though she doesn't actually live in the subculture. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is an example of a successful Black woman. She don't have to, you know.
But like, bro,
it's enabling to do that.
I keep it 100. My mom is from the hood, and she's a lawyer, self-made, had her own practice, all that. She does not act like this at all. My mother and her are in the same sorority.
Because she really from that, and she not. That's what makes it worse. If you're not from that, stop acting like you're from that.
So as we can see, there's a lot more people who understand that Jasmine Crockett is putting on a cloak. She's coming out the booth like Superman for the Democratic Party, but then she goes home and it's not really her. But we allow people to continue to make money off of being blackly Black, acting like they really standing up for us, acting like they have our best interests in mind when they don't. And that's what we're going to continue to do if you continue to fall into that space. Again, I'm cool with people feeling the way they feel about me and my thoughts. But again, like I say all the time, I could swim. Even though I'm in the middle of the ocean, I ain't worried about those people in the tub, man. So we must do better. You guys can follow Jasmine Crockett if you want, but it's not a good move. Just not a good move.